What's up, man?
What's up? Welcome to Talkin Tuesdays, the person behind the pit. This is my special guest, your behind barbecue, Mr. Kyle. And
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not going to attempt that last name. Wait. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Go for it.
Matazewski.
Close. Close.
Matazowski.
No, close.
Oh,
First one was closer. Matashevsky.
okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. that was that
You're
was
close.
crazy. Hey, what's up, everybody? Let's get some shout outs to people in here. What's up? Barbecue by John Z, Cherry Anchor, Family Time. We got Eat With Me XYZ. Dang, we got some people in here.
We got some people in the group.
Yeah, heck yeah. What's up, Big Country Greg? How's it going, Brody? Everybody. Dang, Dino Dan. All right. So, anyways, let's just get down to it. So, you're behind barbecue.
Yes, sir.
My buddy, Cherry Anchor Barbecue actually really wanted you to come on here.
Right on.
Really
That's my boy.
Really talks great about you and your competition style and we're just gonna be talking about a lot of that today and a lot of the ins and outs of what competition barbecue may be all about, and little things in between.
Perfect.
So why don't you go ahead and just tell us who you are, kind of right at the moment.
Yeah.
No real backstories, just kind of like what you do.
All right. My name's Kyle Matashevsky. I'm the founder and owner of You're Behind Barbecue. I will be having some product come out soon, but we can talk about that later. I did I did 56 contests last year, including the Jack, the American Royal. I've already done 2 barbecue contests so far, KCBS barbecue contests this year, and I did 1 state contest. So
Oh, wow.
we're slowly getting right back into things.
Getting into that. Okay. All right. So I was asked to ask you
Yes, sir.
by this gentleman right here.
Perfect. That's my boy.
Cherry Anchor Barbecue said to please, you have to ask him about turnip soup. He said it's a great
Perfect.
story. So why don't we start with that
Turnip
one?
soup.
There you go.
All right.
Turnip soup cartel.
That's right.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. So I don't know if many of these guys know like how an SCA state competition works.
Okay.
You sign up on a website. They usually have an ancillary, which is side category. It's a steak. You cook a steak, put it in the box, and you get judged.
Right.
The other categories are ancillaries. So the ancillary could be burger, could be wings, could be ribs, could be anything, pork, shrimp, something like that. So I started getting pretty, and you can be as creative as you want with these. So I get pretty crazy. I like to be different than what everybody else is going to turn in.
Nice.
So we did it. We went out to Simi Valley, and it was a appetizer contest, and it was kind of cold out. And my dad is like a diehard soup fan, and he just loves soup. So he makes soup all the time. So it was cold out. It was going to be cold, and he's telling me, he's like, why don't, for the appetizer, we turn in some soup? And I was like, all right, yeah, it's different. Nobody's going to do that.
Yeah, right.
So we whipped up a batch of some turnip soup, made it look beautiful in the box, and we turned it in. And a lot of people were asking, oh, what'd you do? And I just, I don't really tell anybody what I'm doing. I keep it on the DL. So when awards come, people go up there and say, hey, man, if you get 1st through 10th, they say, okay, 10th place is ticket number, blah, blah, blah. And you walk up there and they make you say, what's your name, where you're from, and what'd you make? So they go 5, 4, 3, 2, and then first place they called me. And I walked up there and I said, I'm Kyle. I'm from Waddell, Arizona. And I made turnip soup. And it was like dead silence. Everyone was looking at me. even the organizer and the promoters like looking at me, and the owner who runs and owns the whole steak cook-offs was there, and he's just looking at me, shaking his head. I was like, "Huh? I made turnip soup." And so anyway, so on my drive home, I always post like how I did that competition, no matter if I'm
Yeah, yeah.
30th or whatever it is. I
Right.
always post about it.
I like that. Yeah.
So I get this message from a chick in Vegas, and she starts cussing me out, saying, soup, turnip soup. What is that? You can't be turning that in for a appetizer. That's not an appetizer. And she's just going off about you never help anybody, and you're up there saying turnip soup, turnip soup, turnip soup. So I from that point on, I
Mhm.
every time I get a call in whatever category it is, they ask me what's your name, where are you from, and what'd you make? And I say turnip soup. A lot of people that get calls and they go up there, they say, "Oh," it's like if it's a dessert contest, they'll go up there and they'll be like, "Oh, I made this strawberry cheesecake stuffed with Oreos," and they go off on this big spiel about what they
Right, right,
made.
right.
So I'm the asshole in the crowd, and I write everything down on my phone. Like if you beat me with that, I am gonna make it 10 times better the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
time the dessert category comes around.
Absolutely.
'Cause I'm not walking up there and telling any of these people what I made. Like that's your recipe. These guys don't need to know what you made.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
say
right.
I say turnip soup every time. I made turnip soup. And these people, there's a few haters out there. They just can't believe this whole turnip soup thing is, they don't know what it is. They don't get it. There's a lot of haters. And you know what? What I tell everybody, or what I tell the haters, is cook better. Like, you want
Yeah.
to beat me? Cook better. That's it. Just
Yeah,
cook better, man.
and that's literally the only thing. The only thing. You cook better. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing
Yeah.
that will get you to beat
And you know
me,
what?
right?
And a lot of people think I'm a dick or something like that, because because they don't, because I'm not the guy that's at a contest walking around saying, "Hey, what's up to everybody?" and having a beer over here or having a beer there.
Uh-huh.
I'm in the zone when it's
Okay,
competition day.
so here, why don't we get more in depth with that? So like,
Wait, hold on for a second. Hold on a second. What are you drinking?
oh, drinking the
We didn't even. You usually go over this. We didn't
yeah,
go
I
over it.
know, I do actually. I'm drinking the right now my last natty light.
Oh, natty. Okay, natty daddies. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I got that something high class, because everybody drinks high class stuff here. So
Yeah.
I brought some high class stuff.
Oh, here we go.
What's that? Members Mark purified water.
Ooh, it's filtered.
Ah, that's right.
Oh, that's so
Ah,
freaking awesome. But yes, it's funny. Just to kind of go back, like I really do like what you said, and I respect that because in a competition, if I were there and you went up there and you said you made turnip soup, my first thought is screw that. I'm making turnip soup better than he did
yeah,
because I need to. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I have to. That's just the
yeah,
competition in me. I mean,
yeah,
whether
and
it's rude
yeah.
or mean, but
No, but you know what? And the thing is people think I'm full of shit, but I really made it, and I really turned it in,
dude,
and
that's
I got
awesome.
first place with it. Yeah, and so everybody
So
thinks I'm full of shit. So since that moment, I'm just like, well, screw you all. I'm making turnip soup
yeah.
every time,
So
because I'm not gonna go up there and tell you guys what I made. I mean, there's no point in that. For what? Why are you telling people what you made?
right, right. I have to go back to one of the comments. I'm sorry to
No,
interrupt
you're good.
this
You're good.
real quick, but just want to make sure Blazing Star, I hope the echo has left the building. I made a few adjustments and hopefully that helped. I just want to make sure it is. See if he's still in there, that kind of thing. All right. Bikes Bro and Q, what's up? Now he wants to make a fire turnip. All right. So everybody wants turnip soup now. So
Perfect.
with how you said your mentality of going into a competition is that you're not okay. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say like just in a general sense, not there to have fun. Yes, you do want to have fun, obviously, but
Yeah.
not there to have fun. Not there to be the
Mr.
friendliest
Social.
guy in the world. But
Yeah.
you're there to compete. So why don't you dive in and tell us what like what a from competition, like kind of from beginning to end, let's just say.
Yeah, so like, okay, so like during the week, so let's say it's Monday and there's a contest Saturday. Say it's let's
Uh-huh.
say it's a state contest.
Nice.
Monday, I will start practicing, or I will start thinking about what I'm going to do, whatever the ancillary is, because steak's a steak. I mean, everybody cooks a steak.
Yeah.
I, I enjoy doing it. It's fun. I do want to win that, but ancillaries is a big thing for me that I like
Yeah,
doing.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, so Monday I'll do some practice and whatever the ancillary is. I'll practice, and then come Wednesday is when I'll start loading the trailer with everything that I'm going to need
Mhm.
to for the ancillary and for the steak and everything. And my dad is cooking with me, and I usually have a buddy that comes with me or a couple buddies, and I make sure I get their stuff loaded up.
Nice.
Um, yeah, and I have a 20-foot. It's about a 20-foot trailer, and it's got
Damn.
almost a full kitchen in it, and I
Oh,
use
sick.
that. I use that, in this for the steak and barbecue contest. Um, yeah, so I get there on Fridays, and we usually whoever's there from Arizona or wherever, we all stay at the same hotel. We drink some beers in the parking lot and hang out. But then Saturday is game day for me. So I'll wake up, we hit the competition, I'll set up, and I'm prepping whatever I need to prep, getting everything ready. Just I'm constantly busy doing something just
Right,
to
right.
step my game up for that contest. But yeah, no, but there's a lot of people that kind of walk around and they're chatting with everybody, wants to have drinks and all this, and I'm there to win this thing. So it might seem like I'm a dick because I don't walk around talk to everybody and blah blah blah. I'll talk to you at awards, or once
Right.
I'm done and everything's cleaned up and stuff shit's put away, then we'll hang out. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, yeah.
But me going when I get to a contest, it's game faces on. It's time to go.
Yeah, you're
Time to get
paying
that
you're paying a
suit
lot of
warmed up.
you're paying a lot of good money, dude, to get to,
Yeah.
to be in the comps, to travel, to get all your stuff with there, I mean,
I
you
mean,
it's for yeah.
yeah, I traveled to 11 states last year. I did
Oh,
50
God.
I did 56 total contests last year.
God, and you had to drive because I mean, you got that trailer and everything, dude.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy.
I flew into Alabama, and I have some buddies there that hooked me up with some stuff. I flew into
Oh, sick.
Pennsylvania. They hooked me up with some stuff. And Kansas City, I flew into Kansas City, and they hooked me up with stuff. I have a storage unit in Oklahoma, and it's got all my steak stuff, and it's got full, if I wanted to do a barbecue contest, it's got full smokers, everything ready to do a barbecue
Oh,
contest.
that's
So if I go
sick,
to
dude.
yeah, so if I go to Oklahoma, I just go to the storage unit, grab my stuff, and drive to the contest. But
Right,
other
that
than that,
makes
yeah, other than that, it's like 8 to 10 hour, almost 12-hour drives all over California, Utah, and Vegas,
damn. Where are you out of right now?
Waddell, Arizona. So it's like
Okay,
30
okay.
minutes, 30 minutes west of Phoenix.
Right, right. Okay, okay, so the other way of, like, Mesa.
Yeah, total opposite side of Mesa.
Opposite way. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Nice. I used to live out there for a little bit,
nice.
out Mesa. I loved Arizona, so,
Yeah,
like, right now, you guys are having
that was
a
beautiful.
great, nice
That's why I
winter.
got my
Yeah.
that's why I got my that's why I got my pimp jacket on.
So that's freaking awesome. Where okay, let's just say traveled all the way around 11 states last year. Which was
Yep.
your favorite? Which one was your
Oof.
favorite from last year?
I would say it's a tie between the American Royal and the World Champion Jack Daniel's World Championship would be my top two
Nice.
favorite. I I want to say the whole experience at the Jack, Lynchburg, Tennessee. You're at the
Mhm.
distillery. You're cooking in the freaking parking lot. The river, the whole river's in the background. We're cooking on. Myron Mixon's my freaking next door neighbor. Um, yeah, so I mean that was just a whole totally cool experience.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
I got a funny story about my dessert that happened there, but we can come back to
Okay.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I would say that's two, but American Royal would probably have to be my top because me and two buddies, we formed a team, went to the American Royal, we cooked the Invitational, we got third place overall.
Oh,
Um,
sick.
so yeah, to be able to walk the stage, hold a big check, big trophy, and just
Right.
all that was absolutely. I mean, there's 500 plus teams there that are cooking.
What
So
what what did you do best in?
the best was pork, third place pork,
Oh, heck yeah.
and then 14th place ribs. So we
Okay.
got, we have a small team of, there's three people. Once COVID happened, we kind of formed this team and drove to like Vegas or drove to Humble, Texas to do this massive barbecue contest because they were kind of open. Everything else was shut down during COVID.
Mhm.
So one guy does pork, one guy does chicken, or one guy does brisket, one guy does chicken, and
Nice.
the other guy does ribs, and then we tag team pork. So
Heck yeah.
um, yeah, no, so that's probably my favorite.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, tell us about the dessert then.
Okay, well, okay, so they got a dessert contest, and it was very humid, and I've learned in the past that if you bring your desserts out and start plating outside in humidity, stuff just melts and falls apart. So I remembered all this. So I'm inside of our trailer and I made a salted caramel pecan pie cheesecake.
Ooh,
So
sign me up.
so as I was leaving Phoenix, I had this all wrapped up. I had two of them with me, and it was in
Right.
saran wrap, and I had two ice packs on it, and this thing was not leaving me. I'm going to the world championship. This thing's not leaving my hands. So I get to the airport, and TSA stops my bag, and I'm like, okay. So they grab my bag, and I'm like, hey man, it's just cheesecake, blah blah blah. And he's like, he's acting like a cop, and I'm like, all right, bro, whatever.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
yeah,
go
yeah.
through the bag. So he's slowly zipping it like it's a bomb, and I'm like, bro, it's
Oh
just a
my
cheesecake.
gosh.
I was like, this is going nowhere. It's just a cheesecake. So he pulls the cheesecake out and he starts looking at it and examining it. And then he's pulling my ice packs out. And I'm just sitting there. Everybody's just kind of looking at me because who's the weirdo traveling with two cheesecakes on an airplane? so so then he gets his little calls somebody. So his boss comes over and then they take me to this room and I'm like, what's the
What?
problem? It's just cheesecake. What's the problem? So so the boss was looking at everything and he's like, "Well, we're just worried that, when the ice packs melt, you're gonna have too much fluid in the ice packs and you're gonna have too much on the airplane." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm traveling 4 hours. That's solid frozen. That thing's not gonna melt in 4 hours."
Right, right, right.
So they let me go. I get to the contest, everything's going good, and it's humid out. So I get my desserts out of the freezer. I slice it. It looks beautiful. This tray, me and my buddy's wife just made this massive, beautiful looking tray.
Uh-huh.
So the walk is probably 3.5 minutes, close to 4 minutes. So I'm walking, and there's freaking people everywhere. I mean, we're at the world championship, and there's people everywhere. So my buddy's wife is kind of escorting me through, moving people out of the way. And as I'm walking real slow, one of the cheesecakes that's standing up slowly starts tilting.
Oh God.
And I'm like, "Oh, shit." So then there's a Kamado Joe to the left the Kamado rep is out there grilling sausages for people and stuff. He's got this big old thing, and there's a table next to it.
Right.
So I'm like, "All right." So I'm gonna walk to that table, and I'm gonna set the tray down. So the tray, it had 7 plates of cheesecake on it.
Mhm.
Then it had a cake stand with a massive cheesecake on it, a
Okay.
whole cheesecake. So as I'm walking over there, I go to set the cheesecake down. The
Oh.
top cheesecake flips over
Oh,
onto the guy onto the guy's grill, onto his grill.
sh-
My heart sunk. There's people screaming, and because there's so many people there, there's people screaming like, "Oh my god!" And there's all these video cameras in my face now, all these cell phones. And
Oh.
instinct, I grabbed the cheesecake, picked it up, put it on the platter,
Right.
and it did not look good. And I'm looking at it,
Grill marks and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah. Two of the cheesecakes, on the plates fell over, and there's all these people with cell phones all over my face. And my
Right.
buddy's wife is looking at me like she doesn't know what to do. And we have like 1 minute before we got to turn in. And
Mhm.
she's like, "Do you want me to go get some paper towels? Do you want me to get some? What do we need? What do we need to do?" And the Kamado Joe guy's like out of the way. He's like, "I ain't touching nothing."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Just get these people out of my face and let's just turn it in."
Right.
So she, how chicks get, instant bitch mode, and it's like everybody gets out of the way. I don't know if we're allowed to cuss. My bad, I cuss a lot.
No, it's right. It's
So,
right.
so I walk over, I turn it in, I set the plate down, and everybody's just looking at it because turning desserts in at a big contest like that, everybody wants to stand around where the turn in is because everybody wants to see these crazy dishes.
Uh-huh.
So there's all these photos and all this stuff going on. I get over there, and everyone's just like big eyed, like what happened? So I set the cheesecake down. I just shake my head and I'm pissed off. Like I'm pissed because
Yeah.
I worked my ass off on cooking this thing and I'm pissed. So we get to awards and the few of my buddies, few of the people I know there, oh man, we saw your dessert. It looks so good. And this was before it fell. And I was like, yeah, I dropped it on a grill. No,
Right.
you didn't do that. It's like, bro, I'm telling you, this thing is screwed up. I did no way, no chance that nothing's happening here. So they start calling top 10 for the dessert, and they called us for a seventh place. So everyone's looking at me, you sandbagging son of a bitch, you're a sandbagger. And I'm like, man, bro, I swear that thing fell on this dude's grill. So it had to have
Right.
been the grill marks. Had to have been the grill marks.
It had to be. I was gonna say you probably just gave it that little kiss of that smoke
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah. Give it a little char. Give him a little
Yeah.
char.
Why
Yeah,
not, dude? I mean dude, that's actually kind of funny.
yeah.
Actually, that would be pretty
I
good,
laugh
like
at
a
it
nice.
now. I laugh at it now, but oh man, I was
Oh, I
pissed.
can
I
imagine,
was
dude.
up. You're at the world championship, and how does that happen?
Yeah, right. And let alone, it's not like you just dropped it, but to go in someone else's grill, dude.
Bro, he's grilling sausages. He's grilling
Oh,
and this cheesecake comes out of nowhere. Like, just
yeah.
flips on his grill.
And
That's
then
unbelievable.
and he's like gonna turn in the sausage or some shit.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, it's a pecan cheesecake
yeah,
sausage.
yeah. Well, the funny part, he just backed up and, like, stood away from the grill. Flames and shit, and I got this cheesecake, and
Oh,
it's all good. It's all
that's
good. It was good. 7th place at the Jack, I'll take
nice sausage finish sauce on the cheesecake.
it.
Oh God, man. So, you were saying at the Jack you had a great neighbor.
Yes.
So explain that. Like, how was it? Like, was it really intimidating, or did you kind of go, "I don't really care"? I mean, he's not going to be listening to this. I'll tell you that. But or
Never
was
know.
it just like like whatever, man. Like, I don't even care. I can beat this dude.
No, when I got there Thursday night, like, late as hell, like, midnight, and, there was a trailer parked next to our trailer, and, I didn't know who it was. It was a fully black trailer. It's a nice big trailer, and there's a
Yeah.
big smoker on the back, and, the next morning, it's Myron Mixon. He's coming out of this trailer. He's got these Yeti chairs that are, like, $300 a piece, setting
Dude,
them all out,
God.
and, this dude doesn't do anything, bro. Like, you see on, like, TV, or he talks about he's got a whole crew. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I got people that
It's just like him
he
and his son, right?
no, bro. He 100%, he has, like, 7 dudes working for him.
Oh, nice,
There's
nice.
people, like, in the trailer, like, trimming, doing stuff,
Like
injecting.
soldiers.
Yeah, he just stands there, and,
Wow.
I remember him pulling his brisket out. One of the guys was pulling his brisket out, and he's hollering. He's like, "Hey, I think it's done," and he sets it on the table, right next to the smoker, and one guy comes over and thermopens it. Next guy comes over and thermopens it. Then they yell at Myron, and Myron walks up there. He looks at it, thermopens it, and he tastes the juice inside the brisket wrap. And he's like, "Yep, yep, I approve it." Because we're next door neighbors. We're literally right next door.
Right,
But
right.
no, as intimidating, not. I mean, not really. You're just kind of like blown away. Like, holy shit! Like, I'm really cooking against this guy. Like, is this real life? Because he's always like the celebrity type dude. He's like, everybody knows who Myron Mixon is.
Yeah.
But no, like, I didn't want a fanboy, but I really did. So I kind of walked over and I started talking to him, just, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he was real cool. But the coolest part is he plays this, like, badass, like, kind of an asshole, but not really an asshole on TV. And he's the
Right.
same way in real life, but he's just a cool dude. He tells you how it is. He's just, he's one of us. He's there to cook. He's
Right.
there to win. And yeah, no, it wasn't intimidating or anything. He was cool.
Now see, now it's like you mentioned something. I mean, that old and that many not that old, but as old as he is and seasoned,
Yeah,
so to speak, and
yeah,
as many competitions he's been in, hell, I would have 10 people working for me and being like,
yeah.
all right, this tastes good.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, why
And
not, dude?
he stands right outside of his trailer, and he just kind of stands there. And there's people nonstop all fucking day going up
Right,
and
right.
talking to him, like, "Hey, I've seen you on TV." And he takes pictures with everybody. He signs stuff. He's like a real life celebrity, and it's like, all right, like, but he's a cool dude. He was real nice. I don't have any complaints. He was a cool dude.
Right. Sorry, I had a little cough fit right there. I was like, oh God.
That's the vid. That's the vid.
Damn. All right. So let's just say, so how long have you been in the competitive world? Hey, what's up, Javi? Big House Barbecue right there, the Open Fire
Nice.
King.
What's up, bro?
Uh, but Yeah, the competition. How
Yeah.
long you been in that world? And kind of maybe now we're kind of 30 minutes into it. Why don't we kind of dive back into your past and say like what kind of got you started into that,
Yeah, 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 of course. Um, let's see. When I was in high school, I played all 4 years varsity football, and I was like big
Oh,
time into sports growing up. And I had no cooking, nothing. And my dad doesn't cook it. I ain't cook. It was just football. It was sports. Um, so I had four scholarships to UCLA Golden Gophers or the Minnesota Golden Gophers,
that's
a
crazy.
D3 school and a D2 school. The last game of the season, my senior year, I tore my ACL. So all my scholarships,
What?
everything went away. Like
That's
nobody,
crazy.
nobody, nobody would talk to me anymore. Because it's like this for the schools. It's like, okay, well, let's pull this scholarship and let's give it to the next guy. So next man up mentality in the
Right.
college football sports world. So I was pretty bummed after that. I was working for my buddy's flooring company,
Oh wow.
and so I was doing that, and then I went to a junior college. I was there for probably a couple months, and I said, "Screw this! Like it's time to make some money. Like I ain't got time for this."
Right. Right.
So, so I got knee surgery. I had a 2-story house, and my
Whoa.
dad, um, what was it? Yeah. So my dad came and stayed with me. Um, and so I couldn't get up the I couldn't go up the stairs. So I was like, couch ridden.
Right.
So, so we were flipping through TV, and daytime TV sucks, man. There's
Yeah.
like I mean, come on. This was before, well, maybe DirecTV was around, but I was a kid, it's too expensive.
Right. Right.
And we found Barbecue Pitmasters. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
we started watching that, and I was like, damn, man, this is, I know I was kind of digging it. And my dad's always been the cook of the family.
Hmm.
He's always the guy that cooked. And like him
Nice.
and my mom went through like a serious, like super crazy divorce.
Ugh.
So he was working back and forth between Mexico and Phoenix. So he was moving,
Damn.
he was constantly moving back and forth, doing that for like 5 years.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, so he took some time off and stayed with me on the house at the house while I was recovering, and we found Barbecue Pitmasters, and I thought, man, I know he really enjoys cooking, so maybe this is something like him and I can do, like together,
Yeah. Yeah.
go in the
Hell yeah.
backyard and cook. So within a couple weeks, we went and bought a Brinkman smoker, one of those
Yeah.
cheapo Brinkman,
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
things from what is it, Home Depot, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we bought one of those, and we cooked every day on those. Every day until I started walking again. Every day we were cooking, and it was horrible. But you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere.
Yes.
So
That's how you
you're
learn,
down
man.
here. You can only go up. That's it.
Yeah.
You can only get better.
Right.
So we started doing that, and we thought we were getting pretty good at it. So they had a contest in Phoenix. I kind of Googled it. I kind of like was investigating, checking it out, and so I found a contest in Scottsdale, Arizona, and it was $100 to get in. It was a KCBS contest, and you pay the $100. Once you get there, you go to the cooks meeting. They give you your 100 back. So it was a free contest, pretty much. So there's all these big dudes like from all over the place. I have no idea who anybody is, but there's all these like high class barbecue trailers, barbecue
Right.
rigs.
Right.
There's crazy. We have this fucking motorhome that's looks like it just came off of Breaking Bad. Okay,
Right.
so
Right.
we come rolling in. I got all my
Squeaking out
smokers.
the smokers
yeah,
going wink, 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 wink,
yeah,
wink.
yeah, exactly. So the whole motorhome is stuffed with all of our smokers and all this crazy stuff that we thought we needed. And because your first contest, you bring everything but the kitchen sink. You
Yeah,
bring everything,
literally.
and
And even the kitchen sink sometimes.
yeah. So there's this team next to us in a yellow badass barbecue trailer. Yellow. They had these professional shirts on. I probably just got off work or something and looking like a bum.
Right.
And so they start talking to us, and they were really nice dudes. They were Team Eno served, so they were like KCBS Team of the Year like 4 years in a row. Like so, these
Right.
guys were straight badass. So they're pulling out all these cases of Jim Beam, and I'm like, "What are you doing with all that?" And he's like, "Oh, we're sponsored by Jim Beam." So
Sick.
a bunch of the corporate dudes are coming out here, so we got to cook for them and throw them a party. And I'm like, these dudes are sponsored by Jim Beam, and I got this Brinkman fucking smoker and a, and a Breaking Bad. How are we ever gonna keep up with this?
Yeah.
So we just did our thing, man. We did our thing, turned in, and then out of 127 teams, we took seventh place in chicken. So we
Damn.
we got to walk this stage in front of all these people, and it was
That's
like,
sick.
so I looked at him, and he's smiling at me, and it was like the father and son type
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
And yeah, so hook, line, and sinker. We cooked once a month at a contest ever since then.
Oh,
Now
dude,
it's
that's
now
sick.
now it's a lot more, but we
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But ever since then, yeah, we do a couple a month now.
Wow, man. That's nuts. So, okay, out of all of these years up until now from the very beginning, what's your if you could pinpoint it, what's the most favorite thing or the best thing that you feel that you've cooked ever
Ever.
in a competition?
Oof. Um, I would say I cooked the ribs at the American Royal. Took 14th place out of close to 500 teams.
Mhm.
And knowing that I cooked that, I got to walk the stage, with my buddies. We all got to walk the
Yeah,
stage,
yeah.
and just that feeling knowing that you cooked that.
Right.
Um, I was at the World Steak Championship last year, and they got the top 25. I think it was the top 25 or top 30
Uh-huh.
guys that were ranked first through 30 in the ancillary points chase. So I was currently ranked seventh, I think, at that time.
Nice.
And so they told us a week before, they said, well, they told us a couple weeks before, they said, hey, we're going to have you guys all compete against each other. And we want to see who's the ancillary king,
Right,
who's
right.
going to win it all. So we're like, okay, what are we cooking? And they wouldn't tell us until the week before.
Oh, nice.
And the week before they told us it was beef bacon.
Ooh.
And I'm
My
like,
buddy
oh,
my
go ahead.
buddy TFTI, he just made some of that beef bacon. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I can imagine that. That's
Well,
nice.
yeah, well, an Arizona
No?
boy, let me tell you what, I never heard of no damn beef bacon. So
Right, right, right.
yeah, so I'm calling butcher shops. I'm calling people, and they're going to supply you with the beef bacon, of course,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
at the contest. But I've never had it. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is. I don't know what you can do. Blah blah blah. The only place in Phoenix, Arizona, total that had it was a Walmart,
Oh,
and you can imagine it's Walmart. So I
yeah, that's
drove.
crazy.
I drove about an hour and a half to this Walmart, found their beef bacon, and it
Mhm.
it didn't look like bacon. So I pulled it out of the package at the house, and I'm looking at it. It's all stringy, and it's
Oh.
just bad. So I made a beef bacon turnip soup, and I took second place in the whole out of that whole contest out there. So I'm
Okay,
pretty
that's
pumped
pretty
about
badass.
that. Yeah,
That's pretty
yeah,
so it's funny you bring that up. It's like I'm really big on changing the game or whatever.
yeah,
So like SCAs or even just competitions like you were kind of just explaining. I think that's kind of where competition should start evolving in a
yeah,
way
yeah.
where
Let's see who's the
where
cook.
you almost don't know.
Yeah,
You almost don't know because it's so challenging. I mean, can you imagine? Let's just say, for example, you show up, right? And then they
yeah,
all tell you guys that day, hey, we're
yeah,
cooking beef bacon. You're like, what? Like, are
yeah,
you kidding me right now?
yeah,
And it really gives like a new dynamic to like pit master
yeah.
or hey, whatever you got, man, throw it at me. Like
Yeah, yeah. Well, see,
I don't know.
that I agree with that. I agree with being different. That's so, my whole thing last year when I cooked was I'm being different than everybody else. I'm not
Yeah.
cooking what everybody else is doing. I'm going to think outside the box every time. I'm either going to be zero or fucking hero. That's all I'm,
Right, right.
that's how I'm going to live. And I did pretty well. I got 14 first places and was it 12 second places and a bunch of top fives, and I landed second place in the world in SCA ancillary points chase, second place in the world. So no, I'm all about being different, and that's all I've ever done. That's me. I'm just a different dude. And but yeah, that would be cool to do a contest, but you'd have to give me like a couple days at least. Like I don't want to go back to old school where I need to bring everything in the kitchen sink to this contest to know that hey, you're cooking with cheesecake or hey, you got to make a cheesecake. It's
I
like what
get
the
it.
fuck,
Like I
you know what
get
I'm
it.
saying?
It would kind of be annoying after a while,
Yeah,
like it'd be
Yeah,
like,
because it.
you know,
Yeah,
so I mean, I do get that, but
but
I
still,
just
no, I,
feel,
I agree what you're saying though.
well,
Changing
because
it up.
it's like, or like a certain cut of ribs. Like, oh, you're gonna be doing St. Louis style this time. You're gonna be doing baby backs this time. You're gonna be
Yeah,
doing whatever it is. Like, I just think it should be kind of like just a little twist to something that everyone's used to. Because I mean, like the rib competition I was in, it was like for countless hours, for like 2 weeks straight. I did
yeah.
ribs like every single day,
This is just a
trim them.
normal rib competition. I know you took first place. This was
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
normal
yeah. It
rib.
was
What
just
was
it was a,
any
like a
rules?
city rib comp, and I mean, I went by the rules, but it was like pretty laxed, I guess. And
Okay.
I because for me, I don't just do things um with the thought of just doing them. I do them with a bigger thought, I guess is
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like as
I'm the
if I
same way.
were, let's just say at the Royal. Like that's kind of how I wanted to attack it in that
You
way.
gotta
Like,
stand out.
yeah, I don't want to be that
You don't wanna
person
be
that,
sweet, 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 and then boom, you gotta hit them with something different.
yeah, yeah,
So my my
you
my
know,
philosophy on that, my well, not my philosophy, but my experience with that is with these SEA contests. Because last year I did a shitload of them because I wanted that first place, in the
right.
world title bad, but I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up with who I was going against. Um, in Utah, they have a double state contest and double ancillary contest probably twice a month.
Mhm.
Um, so they have, for instance, one of their categories was ribs. Now, me being different, I sit there and be like, okay, so what is everybody going to do? Everybody is going to cook a normal barbecue competition rib. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm like, not doing that. So what I did, this little, for the people that are listening, people that are watching, this is a
There
little
you go.
inside tip for your next rib contest.
Let's
Um,
hear it.
so I'll smoke the ribs, season them with whatever you want. There's two ways. Season them however you want. Um, and then when you're getting ready to wrap them in foil, like everybody does, the
Mhm.
brown sugar, honey, butter, all that
Yeah.
crap. So pull them off when you're ready to wrap them. Slice each bone, slice them, wrap them in thin, cheap bacon. Wrap them real tight. Put them back on the grill one by one. Put them back on the grill.
Okay.
Don't pull them off. Don't pull them off until that bacon's done. That bacon is acting like your foil now
Yeah,
while you
yeah,
get your
yeah,
get your
yeah.
little rib. So I will do that. Once the bacon's done, I'll pull them off, and then I make this like a peach habanero-ish type barbecue sauce, and I will glaze each rib, and I'll only leave it on there for a few minutes because barbecue sauce on a grill too long, it's gonna burn all the sugars and everything.
Right, right.
So I'll take it off, and I'll line my turn-in box, with a bunch of grilled hash marked pineapples
Oh, sick.
throughout the whole thing, and then I'll put some mangoes in there, and then I will line my ribs up and turn that in. And that's four first
Nice.
places with that recipe,
Hey,
by the way.
can't argue with that one.
Yeah. So be different. I fight that with everybody. Be different. Cook
Yeah,
better and
yeah.
be different.
Right. I do like that idea. Like really, I used to, I mean, religiously just rap, 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 rap. And I'm actually, if you do them right and you maintain your temps right, I'm like, man,
Just
I
let them
never
go.
really need to rap. I
Yeah.
rarely rap anymore on anything that I do.
Yeah. What are you cooking on?
Literally, you're gonna be surprised. The Weber kettle, man. Ninety
Oh,
nine point
nice.
nine 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 percent of my cooks are. I mean, I cook briskets on there. Why not? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, for me, it's a challenge every time.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why I love it. I mean, I don't use like a water pan. I don't do it.
Yeah.
I just
You don't need
offset
that.
everything, and I
Yeah.
don't do the snake method or anything like
So
that.
so let me ask you, in your do you have one of these?
No, I do not.
I'll send you one. Well, after this,
Ah,
send me your info. Let me tell you about this. So it's called a vortex.
yes, yes,
Have you heard about it?
yes.
Okay, not to stroke myself or anything, but six six top five calls and three or four first place calls. Vortex chicken wings. Vortex chicken. It is a game changer. It will change your life. It will change your life. You go to a wing contest, everybody's deep frying. Everybody's deep frying, or everybody's gonna
Yeah,
smoke them, whatever. This thing will get your wings crispy. I mean, just like you deep fried them. It's got a little
yeah,
smoke
yeah,
kiss
yeah.
to them.
Absolutely.
stuff like that. So
I
yes,
have I
I
have
will
my
send you one of
method.
those.
I do have my methods, but
Okay,
that would change the game. Yeah, I
this
do like
it changes everything.
I like I do for the sake of the space that you have on say like a 22-inch kettle. It's
Yeah,
actually nice to have that circumference that you know to use for the
yep,
wings. As opposed to me, I do them on one side, and I'm like, you know, but
yeah, yeah. Because I
yeah,
know,
like
yeah, I know you talk about wings every now and then. I know you're kind of a wing man.
oh yeah, big time, dude. And I don't mind trying different methods. Actually, there's a new method I want to try. I don't want to give too much up on here yet, but just because that'll probably be like one of my reels, I don't want to be like, oh, I ruined the surprise. But
Yeah, I might steal it. No,
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
well, no, and after the fact, why not? I mean, it's kind of oh God, I can't remember who said this, but it's kind of like I mean, well, it's a general thing. I mean, a lot of people say it. I could tell you every one of my secrets,
You
but
still gotta cook it.
you still got to beat
You
me.
still gotta cook it. Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's how
still,
I am. That's how I am.
yeah,
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I tell everybody, yeah, I'm the same way. But
yeah,
back to the wings though. So
yeah,
when you
yeah.
make the wings, have you ever wrapped them in bacon?
No,
Game changer. Game changer.
I could definitely imagine wrapping
Wrapping.
anything really in bacon
I know that's always my go-to. But try
is
wrapping your
it.
wings in bacon. Fantastic.
That
Fantastic.
actually, yeah, that actually sounds pretty darn good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's giving me some new recipes. I'm thinking.
Do you know Sterling Smith, Luton Booty Barbecue? You
Its
heard of
name
him?
sounds familiar.
Okay, well, he has a cookbook, and his my recipe is in his cookbook about cooking the bacon wrapped wings on the Vortex. So you need to do it. You need to do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah,
We'll
definitely.
talk. I'm gonna send you one of these. I'm gonna write down what I do with the bacon wrapped, and you need. I'm telling you, you put it on your reel, you'll change the world.
Right, right. Well, so use thin bacon. So
Thin
let me
bacon.
ask you: are you taking the bacon off after you cook the chicken wings?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay, okay.
So I will season the chicken wings usually with like salt, pepper, garlic, SPG.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I will season them and I will coat them. Let's just say one pack of wings. I get the fresh ones. I don't buy the frozen ones because you're paying for water. You're not really getting,
Yeah.
the wings. So I buy the real one, or not the real ones, the ones that are
The
not
fresh.
frozen. Yep,
Right, right,
fresh
right.
ones, and I cut them myself and all that. So I will SPG them. I will coat them with usually one pack of chicken wings is 1/3 cup of oil. I will pour that in there. I'll mix it all up and I'll let it sit in the refrigerator. I'll go fire up the Vortex.
Hmm.
So I pull them out and I always tell people cheap bacon because you buy that real thick stuff. You go to the butcher shop.
Yeah,
Oh, I got this jalapeno bacon. Blah 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 blah.
it doesn't
But it's
crisp up
it's real thick.
like you
It's not
want.
gonna
Yeah,
cook. Yeah, it's not gonna cook. So I go to it's usually the bar-esque, but bacon's crazy right now. But
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
usually
yeah,
the bar-esque bacon. It's
yeah,
real
yeah.
cheap. It's literally you can see through it. I mean,
Yes.
it's bad stuff. But for wrapping things, it's absolutely perfect. So I will wrap each wing individually with the one piece
Nice.
of bacon,
I like that.
fold it, then I will season it, and then I will put it on the vortex and pull them off. So you have a bacon, it's
Hmm.
it's
Yeah,
on
just
that wing. Boom.
adhered to the wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're giving me a few ideas that I might even try.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
No problem,
and it
man.
might not exactly be bacon, but I think it's up there.
Yeah. Well, and wings too. So not to, I've been teasing a lot of people that I got some new products coming out. A lot of people have been asking, what are you doing to this? What do you do? I got new
Nah,
products coming out. So
heck
just to
yeah.
give a little throw a little teaser out here. Um this is going to be the rubs and stuff that I'm going to be coming out with is going to be there's nothing on the market that's like that. It's not, everyone's got beef rubs, everybody's got pork rubs, everybody's
Yeah,
got
yeah,
chicken
yeah.
rubs. Everybody, it's everybody's got that. This rub, here's a little preview of it.
Oh,
This rub, nobody has. I've looked for it. I've talked to people. I've
heck
searched.
yeah.
Not one thing out there like this, and this is going to change the chicken wing game and
And
change
see,
everything else
yeah, I like
ancillary
that,
wise.
dude.
Ancillary helping people at home. It's going to change the game.
Yeah, you're talking to the wing guy right here, man.
Yeah,
That's all good for me.
yeah,
And I like that. I mean that you're trying to be different. You're trying to bring something new to the table,
yeah,
and
100%.
that's actually a really good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, so it's not like a layering rub where you got to
nope,
do this and you got to
nope,
do that. It's all
nope.
poop poop.
It's going to be one of those rubs you look at and then you have to double look at it again. Like, what is that? You have to pull it out and you're like, well, I have to buy it now. Like, this is I can't go into too much detail yet,
No,
but
no, don't,
it's
don't,
coming.
and
It's
I won't
coming.
ask.
And if anybody that's listening that's on here, if anybody's interested, you can go to my website. Sorry to throw a plug in here right
No,
now.
please, dude, you're
Go
the
to
featured guest. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of the point.
Cool. Go to yourbehindbbq.com and then there's a wait list. So everybody signs up there. It's just an email, your name. You will get an email when the website's open, and you guys will be the first ones to get your hands on this before the public does. So that's a little incentive.
You're behind what? Okay,
Yourbehindbbq.com.
bbq.com. All right, let's do that. And there you go. So if you look at the little ticker below, if you go
Perfect.
there,
I appreciate that.
yeah, 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 please, dude.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Sign up, get on that
you're
email
the
list,
yeah.
and you will be.
Win Wednesday tomorrow.
Yeah, I have a bunch of swag on there too. I got some dope t-shirts coming out too. So
Oh, that'll be sick.
y'all are going to be the first ones to have your hands on it before it sells out. So
Yeah, that'll be cool, dude.
sign on up.
Turnip Soup Cartel shirt is freaking awesome, dude.
So
You gotta have that.
everybody that goes up there and says that they made turnip soup, that has the balls to actually walk up there and not tell everybody what you made. You're getting a T-shirt. I will find you at the end of the contest, and I will hand you a T-shirt.
that is that is pretty badass.
Yeah, because everybody's always asking, "Oh, how do I get one of those? How do I get one?" I was like, you have to go up. You just don't tell people what you made. Don't tell. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter. I mean, you could
So,
tell me later after you beat my ass. I mean, maybe we can have a little talk. But
all right. So let's say 10 minutes. 10 minutes left.
yeah, sorry.
Why don't we? No, no, no. Shoot, don't be. I mean, we could. It. It's hard because a lot of times I can. We can carry this on for a good 2 hours.
Yeah, I could talk
Um,
barbecue all day long.
right. Exactly, dude. And so this is why I try to keep it down to an hour so that at least we can cover or
Yeah,
whatever we want, and then who knows. But we do have the after party after on Instagram. I always invite my guests to be on there, so hopefully you can come.
yes, sir.
All right, that'll be cool, and we'll go live on there. And what we will do right now is I want you to go ahead and tell me what you feel like your future looks like in the competition world, or maybe outside of the competition world. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
you plan on going more. I mean, and some of the things you don't have to say, but maybe you plan on going more into the rub game. Maybe you plan on,
yeah,
hell, opening up a food truck.
yeah,
So
yeah.
please go ahead.
Um, I'm not too sure. I'm kind of just riding this wave of like doing all these contests. My dad really wants to open a restaurant. Like that's
Oh,
his.
nice.
He really wants to do that, and I don't know if I'm there yet. I don't know because
Right.
what, I would miss this competition scene so much because if you have a restaurant, like you're not just going to hire somebody and say, "Hey, this is what I do. See you later. I'm going to a contest."
Yeah. Right. Right.
You have to live there, man. Like I'm not. I don't
Yeah.
want to serve anybody shitty food, so I
Yeah.
would
There you
say
go.
later down the road that could be possible. I'm having a lot of fun right now playing with all these seasonings and different stuff, and I'm having a lot of fun doing that. And these contests, man, these I love contest weekends, man, or weeks. I love contest weeks. I love everything about it. I love doing all that. So yeah, the biggest, I mean, down the road, I mean, I got a world championship, state cook-off association world championship in March,
Nice.
and they're doing an ancillary category, and it's everybody that's won an ancillary golden ticket. So you take in first place at a contest, or you got it passed down to you.
Yeah.
We're all competing against each other, and it's and I was ranked second in the world last year, and it's Wampler's sausage they're supplying you. So
Ooh.
they got three different brands of this Wampler sausage that they're going to provide to you guys, and you have to make a dish. And there's going to be 500 plus teams there, maybe
Oh,
400,
that's
500
sick.
plus teams. So what are you going to do to be different? And I really, excuse my language, I really want to win that bitch. So
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm coming in hard. So future, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I did do I did do a TV show back in March that will be filmed, that will be aired on Food Network probably late February, early March sometime. So
Okay.
um, that's something to look forward to. I'd like to do a lot more TV. That was fun. That was, cooking on TV is a lot. It's different.
Yeah.
It's not what you think it is.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to explain it, but I don't want to say set up, but it's kind
Yeah.
of it's
It's not
different.
as
It's a
much
whole different
cooking as
world.
you think. Yeah. Yeah.
No, there's a lot of editing. There's a lot of there's a lot of stuff. I don't know how many times they had to tell me to quit cussing because I'm cooking by myself. I'll be like, oh shit, and they go, oh, can't say that. Time out, time out. So
Right.
yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully more opportunities pop up from that. Um, but other than that, yeah, man, just living the dream. I just want to keep living this barbecue dream, bro.
So that's awesome. So I was gonna ask you. So your dad goes with you. You guys do it like you're
Everywhere I go, if
every
he
single competition.
yep, yep, I have to. It's father and son time.
Dude,
Even if
that is
yeah,
badass.
yeah, we'll figure it out to where we're both going. So 9 times out of 10, he's there. He's at every contest, and he's my biggest critic too. So it's like he bites into whatever the food I ate, or he'll help me box, or he'll eat it, and he'll just kind of give me a look, and I know that look. It's like, okay, what's wrong with it? Is it fucked? Oh, it's all right. It's this, you're missing this, you're missing that. He's my biggest critic. I love him, but he keeps me on my toes. It's fun. It's fun, and
Right.
we compete against each other. So at these SCAs, we compete against each other in steak, and then the ancillaries burger. So we compete against each other in burger, but we cook out of the
Okay.
same trailer. So there's like a lot of shit talking like back and forth.
That's
But
cool.
but it's cool. It's not like hateful shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just poking fun at each other. So if he does better than me, I hear about it the whole 12-hour ride home. Or if I do better than him, I still hear about how my burger could have been better if I would have done this and listened to him. So either way, I'm getting the hate on the way home, but it's fun. I love it. It's a good time.
Right. So are you sponsored by a bunch of different companies or
Yes. Yes. So
give some shout outs, man.
yeah, there's a lot of people that kind of reach out like on Instagram or Facebook,
Mhm.
but mainly
Yeah.
Instagram. They reach out like, hey, we want to send you a bunch of rub. We'll send you a banner. We'll send you this, and it's like half the
Right.
time I never heard of you. So I'm not to be no disrespect to anybody, but
Mm.
um I would only like to be sponsored by like products I use. I'm a big time believer in the Cosmos Q, his whole brand, his whole lineup he has. I mean, he has so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
a variety of different stuff from like wing dusts to rubs to
Absolutely.
sauces. And he just came out with wing sauces. It's going to change the game.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so he asked me, hey, we'd like to sponsor you, products and different, however that works. So
Nice.
I got Cosmos, Barbecue World. I'm sponsored by Prairie Fresh. I think it's the best pork period. They
Mhm.
got these Prairie Fresh pork or Prairie Fresh Prime lines,
Oh,
which it's
nice.
it's prime pork. So they have this method. They explained it to me, but I had a few too many drinks at the time, so I don't really I don't really remember. But they have this process to somehow they re-inject their pork with the pork fat. They
Whoa.
re-inject it inside of these pork butts, and these
So
are the most.
Wagyu pork?
Yeah, bro, it's game changing.
Oh, there it is.
It's absolutely game changing. So I rock that all the time. That's one product out. I mean, that is it's unbelievable. Um,
Nice.
M Grills, it's the
Uh,
Jambo of steak grills.
yeah.
Um, I did well at the steak championship a couple years ago, and he wheeled me over a cart, and we talked, and I was like, bro, I'm in love with it, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I was the only dude in Arizona, and I think the West Coast. I don't know for a fact, but I think the West Coast that had an M grill. I was cooking on a little
Nice.
C4. Have you seen those little ammo
Yeah,
cans?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's all I cooked on, and I was killing it
Sick.
for a while. That's all I was killing. And so he gave me one of these M16s, and he said, "Welcome to the team." So M grills, Fogo charcoal. I like using their products. I mean,
Okay.
it's their charcoal. And who else am I missing? Vortex. If you don't have Vortex, get a Vortex. Trust me. I have a bunch of YouTube videos. You can check it out. I use the Vortex on everything. So
Yeah, yeah. Heck yeah. What's your YouTube, by the way? The same thing. You're behind.
you're behind BBQ.
There you go. So,
Yes.
guys, go ahead and don't forget to subscribe. And hey, all those that are listening right now, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to
Yes.
like.
Yes.
Don't forget to
Subscribe to
like.
everybody's
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah,
You're
don't forget
Behind
to like.
Barbecue on Instagram, Facebook. Subscribe to everything.
Right.
And
All
I'll
the
tell you what,
social medias.
yeah, all of it, everything, TikToks, everything. On no on YouTube, most of my videos on there have all taken first or second place in ancillary categories. So I'm different. So there's a lot of different stuff. My bacon wrap ribs are on there, and my bacon wrap chicken wings are on there.
Yeah, yeah. Dude,
So
that's legit, dude. I do like that. So I mean, I do have to make my own little plug. Hey, so Blazing
yeah,
Star Barbecue asked, you're using the M16?
yes, sir. Yes, M16 baby, the
Sick,
Jambo
sick.
of steak grills.
And while he said that, dude, we got to get you try some Blazing Star Barbecue
That's what I've
ribs.
heard. That's what I've heard. Yes, I've
Hey,
heard great things about that.
yeah, I mean, well, you'll probably be around where what Cherry Anchor's doing. I mean, hell, dude, just
Yep.
try it with him, or just
Yeah.
get a bottle, dude. I'm telling you, it will
What's your
change.
favorite?
It will, honest to goodness,
Favorite
all of
one?
them. It sounds bad, but all of them. However, my personal one that I use the most is the
Yeah,
Scorpion rub.
Scorpion rum. Is that hot?
Yeah. It see no it's got a punch. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you're not into spicy, then yeah, it's gonna be like freaking hot for you. But
Yeah.
it's not a I continue to say this. It's not like a challenge rub.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh my god, like you
Well,
go
you
to
try
like.
if you try it in your hand, it's gonna be hotter than when it's
Y
cooked on something, correct?
Absolutely, and I tell you though, there's no like, brown sugar, white sugars. It's like in that one, just for example, there's it's honey crystals.
Okay. That's
So
pretty good.
just dude, like when you're making it on your wings, dude, it crisps up,
Yeah.
perfectly without burning it, and it just kind of melts and glazes itself.
Okay. Okay.
It's got
I'll
this nice little citrus kind of punch to it.
yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
it is good. But
I have to
yeah,
check that out.
oh, there you go. Yeah, that's right. You're gonna be in Vegas soon.
Yeah, next weekend. It's a big
Yeah,
one. It's a
Cherry
big,
Anchor
big,
will be
big one.
there. Blazing
Oh, he'll
Star,
be there.
Mike
Dope.
will be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I was
Let's meet
hoping
up.
to be there, but yeah,
Yeah.
but
There's
that'll
like 70 teams signed up right now.
yeah, that's what I heard. It's
Bamacu's
gonna be freaking
Bamacu's
huge.
gonna be there.
Uh, who?
Bamacu, they're a
No,
TV show.
no.
They're like a barbecue TV show.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
if
yeah.
anybody that's cooking that, like the West Coast, like screw everybody else that's flying in, all this other crap, fuck that. West Coast can cook. We'll take care of that.
All right, Mike Blazing Star. Look, it's not a secret if it's on the bottle. I won't say anything else, but still. I'm not yelling out ratios. Oh, that's funny though. But yeah, dude. Hey. Speaking of rubs, just flip that up real quick by the camera again. Ooh, yeah, I like it. I like the color. I like that you're not afraid to not add a 300 pounds of paprika in it.
No, no, I'm telling you, this is gonna change the world. I don't think you're gonna hate it. You're either love it or gonna hate it. I mean,
Ah,
I've had this product back and forth to my house between me and the co-packer
uh-huh.
27
Oh,
times to get it right. And
wow,
I'm
that's
sure these
perfect.
people hate me because I keep saying, it needs this, it needs that, it needs.
Right,
They finally sent me one on the 27th time. I tried it. It's phenomenal. And I said, okay, but it tastes good in my hand. But what's it taste like on food? So
right.
they sent me a big bag, and I cooked literally everything on it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I've cooked everything on it. Nothing's bad. Nothing. I mean, it's done. It's perfect. It is what it is. Because I don't want to put nothing out there that's not perfect. I don't want to
Yeah,
taste something like, hey, it kind of needs this. I don't want to have that feeling. I want to say,
yeah.
boom. I want to put my stamp on it.
You
There it
want to
is.
just be like, this is it.
Yep, that's it.
That's
Change a
pretty
game.
sick.
Change a game.
That's awesome. Well, with that said, good luck with that,
Thank you.
and I hope I'm going to be looking for that, and hopefully we can all support you, that kind of
Yes,
thing.
sir. I appreciate that.
Um,
I'm sending
yeah,
you a
yeah.
vortex too. I need to
Oh,
change your
dude,
life.
that's freaking awesome, man.
I
Like,
need to change your life.
that's badass. I'm honored to have you on the show, man.
I appreciate it, man. I
Yeah,
really do. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you for having
If
me on here. This was
if
fun.
we
I
ever
like it.
if we ever do like a special, another little competition thing, whatever, I might have a
Yeah.
guest sometime soon that you might want to, tune in and be like, oh yeah, this is nice.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
we'll see.
little tease,
Yeah,
little
we'll see.
teaser.
We'll
All
see
right.
how that goes. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
But yeah, dude. Let's go to the after party on the Instagrams there, and I appreciate everybody coming in to view this. Yeah, and hopefully you guys all like the story and everything else.
Yes. Thank you,
Kyle,
guys.
just go ahead and stay on with me for a minute when
Cool.
I end this. But thank you guys. Appreciate it. Have a good Tuesday.
Thank you.